Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy RJ Game News USA here, back today with another video. And today, we're going to be reacting to this clip of Rachel Wilson absolutely destroying the feminist idea of equality. We're going to react to this clip from the Whatever podcast, and it's really fucking funny, and so I can't wait to discuss this. So if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Hit the like button. And let's jump into it.
Telling men to work harder than ever as providers. How is that not men's oppression in a dating market rigged and exploited by women? Do we roll back women's rights or finally give them the legal skin in the game?
Okay, so...
Alright, let me read the chat here. The super chat that was $100 there said, since women are freer than ever before, but tradcons keep telling men to work harder than ever to be providers, how is it not men's oppression in the dating market rigged and exploited by women? Roll back women's rights or finally give them equal skin in the game. That is exactly the shit I've talked about for years. 4 years. Either give them equal skin in the game or roll back the women's rights. It makes sense. It actually does. And you could go down one of these two paths, but the path we're currently going down is clearly a society that is destroying men's rights. Okay? There's a reason why, if you go down the path of rolling back some of the stuff that women have gained over the last few decades, there's a reason they would want to do that. It's for protection. It's for comfort. This current society is not one that they enjoy, according to a bunch of TikTokers who say they can't find men anymore. The problem is, we'll never go back. We have too many sissified men. We have too many woke lefty women. We have too much government intervention when it comes to the family, the court system. It needs to be a complete overhaul of our thinking. It's just like with the AI stuff. We'd have to have a complete overhaul of our thinking, and we would have to immediately put a stop and dismantle the progress that's been made on AI. We would have to do that for feminism, right? So, the only other path is we truly give them equality. All right? And in which case, that would be 50-50 custody. That would be serving in the military. Front lines just like the men, right? So we cannot have this preferential society. No. So that's the cusp of the super chat.
I have a couple things to say about
Thank you,
So
Mario.
do I.
Thank you, Mario.
So do I.
the first thing is that I think it is true, and it is something that needs to be contended with, that many of the Daily Wire tradcons and things like this will not even engage in the brokenness of marriage.
Yes.
I 100% agree that that's true. But what you would consider a tradcon, or somebody who is advocating for traditional marriage, which just means Christian ethics, in my opinion, they're willing to engage with the brokenness of that. At least some of them are. So I'm not willing to throw the baby out with the bathwater because the representation is really fucking bad on it.
They give the women what they say they want. Give them equal everything, okay? You want to vote, bitch? You sign up for the draft. You want equality? Then we need 50% of women in wastewater treatment, garbage collection,
Oil rigs,
oil rig
underwater
work,
welding.
all the dirty, dangerous, difficult jobs. We will not stop until we have 50% equality in those jobs. No. It's not just the cushy office jobs. It's not just the CEO
That's
jobs.
right.
It's not just...
They'll do this so often. They'll give them the cushy administrative jobs while the men are out there doing the hard labor. They're working. They're working their asses off. And these women are getting the cushy office jobs. Let's make it equal. Put them in the oil rigs. Put them in the military. They want equality. Let's give it to them. I say fine. Let's have it. Let's actually have it.
Just the boss babe jobs where you're sitting in the corner office and you have the different colored highlighters and you have the brunch, and you do the deal over brunch. No. We want you in there, ladies. You need to get in there and do 50%.
Yes,
50%
you got
of
a Nina.
You're sending
Nina.
Yes.
You're sending Felicity and Greta and Desiree to the front line of
That's right.
fucking Pakistan.
They're not a feminist.
Afghanistan.
Leave me out of this.
That's not what militaries
I
that
do
have
women's
women in
work.
them do. Like, if you look at Israel, which they had
One of them down there saying, I'm not a feminist. I'm not a feminist. That chick's an OnlyFans whore that's saying that, by the way.
mandatory service, women are mostly not in combat positions.
No, but we should, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'm saying we should.
I
You
am
want
not a
equality?
feminist.
Let's make it
I
fucking
am
equal.
so
I am
offended.
not a feminist.
You should be digging graves in ditches. You should be embalming dead bodies. You should be anything that the men are doing that's dirty, dangerous, and difficult that makes this country run. Equality is when 50% of those jobs are held by women. Until then, shut the fuck up with your women's equality bullshit. Shut the fuck up with your feminism.
Based.
Until 50% of these jobs are held by women.
Rachel Wilson. Based chick right there.
Then I'll take you bitches seriously when you say that you want women's equality. Until then, what you mean is you want privilege. You want all the nice stuff. You want the nice jobs. You want the power. You want the money.
I
But
never
you don't
said I
want
was
the
a feminist.
responsibility that comes with it. Right?
I think you're mistaking us
We're
for like these
fucking drafting you,
millennial,
Greta.
like
Yeah.
feminists.
I'm not a feminist.
Oh, tell me about how you're different feminists.
Hey,
Yes,
quiet
please.
back there,
Go
please.
ahead.
I'm not a feminist.
I personally
Quiet.
think that there is equity rather than equality, and women and men
What's
have different
equity?
traits.
Yeah, what is equity?
Women and men have different strengths and different values. Men
You're right.
are better at physical jobs, and women are better, like statistically, at jobs that are revolved around caretaking, around creativity.
No, see,
around-
this is a bullshit lie right here. Women are not better at caretaking. Women are not better at thinking jobs. The only thing she said that was true is that men generally are better at physical labor. But there is not a job that women can do better than men. They could do jobs just as well as men in a lot of areas. But there are jobs that men can do better than women. That is 1,000% a fucking fact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why?
Wait,
oh, wait a minute. So then
no, that's
why?
not even true.
Even
What
if
do you
it
mean
was,
that
you can just
men
grant
are?
it.
Yeah, you could, but I'm not willing to.
Okay.
What? When you say women are better at caretaking, are you saying that women are better nurses than men? Or that
Not
there's
all, but
just
in
more,
general.
or that there's just more women than men who are nurses? You're not making the claim that women are better at nursing than men, are you? After all, they don't have the same physical strength to move patients, things
Right.
like this.
Men can move patients, or when you have a mental patient who's like going nuts and punching you and shit, men are more likely to be able to subdue the patient. Right? We've also seen cops. Cops are clearly, men are better cops than most women cops are. We've seen that before many a times. But we have to have female cops around to search other females. When I say, I don't think that's completely necessary in all situations that a female cop has to search a female. I think that if there's not a female cop there, a male cop certified, it's a quick pat down, guys. Like, come on. Well, I mean, I thought in society we want equality, right? Right? But it's okay for a male cop to grope a male cop, and it's okay for a female cop to grope a male cop, or even a female cop, or a criminal, whatever. But it's even okay maybe for a female to grope a male suspect, but a male cop groping a female suspect is out of line. Right? Not groping, but they're patting them down. Again, we're trying to use logic here. All right? We're trying to be not so fucking sensitive. All right? When it comes to these issues. And again, abso-fucking-lutely, if women turned around and said, you know what? we do want to go back to how things used to be. And we want chivalry in society again. We want the men to be sole providers for an entire family with a very strong, good single income. And we would prefer to be homemakers and mothers. If we had a sudden turn in society back to those kind of values, then by all means I would prefer that. But since we are not, since we aren't, since we have plenty of people out there even not sure what gender they are, to be quite frank, let's just treat every person the fucking same. Every single person the same. Whether they're a man or a woman. If you're an adult, you're an adult. Get treated the exact same. In the court system, with domestic violence, with, child support, with alimony, with freaking military, with voting, with everything. Maternity leave, paternity leave, the same. Treat them all exactly the fucking same. Legally and socially. Why not? Why not? What's the argument against that? Because we'll never go back to the other way. So what's the argument against this? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, this is RJ signing out. Have a good one.